San Francisco tight end George Kittle is one of the best tight ends in the NFL, first-team All-Pro, and Saturday he and the 49ers will open NFL playoff action against Minneapolis. But before he became arguably the best tight end in football, he played high school football at Norman High. One of his quarterbacks from those Norman days, Zach Long, came in to talk to us about what he remembers about George Kittle.
The first thing I noticed about him is how positive he was and how that kind of energy that he had, that natural energy, and people were kind of drawn to it. So, we got along great immediately because we talked about our dads and all that stuff. So it was really easy to kind of get close with him early on. When it came game time and when it came to those pressure situations, you saw him switch for sure. And especially whenever we had positive things about the season, you could tell that he was really wanting to work hard, and really kind of get his guys in line. And, especially even junior year and then his senior year, he was that leader in the locker room. And he definitely showed that whenever it was time. And I told people, I said, this guy's going to be a star. I promise you, just the way he is, because of how athletic he is, and he's just built for the NFL. Just because of what the way NFL's played now, and people were kind of skeptical about him, and I always told him, I was like, I promise you, he's going to do well. He's the exact same. Like, he has not changed at all. That's how he was in high school, and I've seen him several times since he's become this giant star, and he hasn't changed at all, and it's really refreshing. But football, one of the hardest workers I've ever seen. I mean, he's always been like that. He played basketball as well in high school, so it was sports all the time. He knew how to have fun with it always, but he was always working hard, always in the gym, always doing that kind of stuff. And I always noticed that about him, and I knew that's how he was at Iowa, and I know that's how he is now. So it's pretty wild because I went to a game actually last month, and we went out to San Francisco, and there were multiple cameras following him around everywhere, and we saw him after the game, and just the fans and everybody loves him, and just seeing that, we were so close in high school, and we always caught up in college, and just to see him like that is pretty crazy for me to see. It's still kind of unbelievable because, like I said, whenever you just talk to him, he's like the same guy in high school. So it's just, to see him that famous and that kind of big is pretty crazy for me to see.